Okay, here she is in all of her glory. 50 on the motherfucking dot. I am too good, baby. A motherfucking buffin, baby.
Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning.
Your overall women's bikini champion,
If you know
Nicole Drumlin. Congratulations!
Good morning, friends. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl G Blatt, Nicole G Booty Blatt, Nikki G Baby, whatever the fuck you want to call me. And I thought we could do a little what I eat in a day now versus what I ate in a day 2 years ago, because a little TikTok memory popped up for me and I made a what I eat in a day back then, and I want to compare it to what I'm eating now. And honestly, the macros and everything are pretty similar, because back then and now I was both in a growing phase, so in a caloric surplus, as you can say. And I don't necessarily ever like calling it a bulk, because at least now I'm more intentional about this is a growing phase. We're trying to keep body composition in a good spot, so increasing muscle mass while maintaining our amount of fat mass and everything that we're putting on. But back then, what I was eating, you'll see. We'll get into it. I have a different mindset and everything now. But again, the macros are similar. I'll share the macros and calories for everything as we go meal by meal. First thing in the video, I showed that I was drinking a greens powder, but today I don't drink a greens powder. I will show you my little gut concoction. Okay, so for my current morning drink, we do a little bit of apple cider vinegar, probably like 15 to 30 milliliters. I'll do a squeeze of half a lemon and some of this Ultima electrolytes. And of course, you have to dilute her with water, because apple cider vinegar and lemon, strong as fuck, it burns. Don't drink this straight. I used to take shots of this. Don't do it. It'll mess up your teeth and messes up your insides. I don't know. That's just rough. Alrighty. Cheers. Starting off strong. We like to coat our stomachs before we eat our first meal. Okay, so my routine back then and my routine now are different in terms of when I go to the gym. So my pre-workout meals, post-workout meals, and then all the meals in between. So in that video, I believe I used to go to the gym in the afternoon, so I would eat like 2 meals before my pre-workout meal. But now I go to the gym bright and early in the morning, so I will do my pre-workout meal now, and then I'll match it to that video, and we'll kind of compare and contrast. Honestly, my meals are kind of similar in a way. I've really just dialed it in now. So let's get into the pre-workout meal after I drink this up. Okay, so here is my pre-workout meal back then. Hopefully I put it on screen right here. So we have cream of wheat, protein powder, chocolate chips, and blueberries to start. So similarly, kind of, I do my oats now, and then cream of rice. I used to do cream of wheat back then because cream of wheat is cheaper than cream of rice. I honestly don't notice any difference in my digestion. I don't think. So I don't know why I switched back to cream of rice, but same but different. And again, as you know now, I like to do oats and cream of rice because the texture is just perfect. So we're gonna get her cooking, and then I'll show you what else I add to this one. Okay, so instead of chocolate chips like I used to do, I now do cocoa powder. I like cocoa powder because this one's like just organic cocoa powder and there's no added sugars, compared to chocolate chips, which is obviously full of sugar. But I'll just add only about 5 grams into here. And then also some days now, I will do protein powder instead of my cocoa powder, just depending on the day, but I'll do the Evagen s'mores or the Evagen blueberry muffin flavor. Code GBLAT if you want to try those and save. But yeah, so I added the cocoa powder to here. I'm gonna mix it up and then I'll pop it back in the microwave one more time to finish cooking. We have our base ready, our chocolatey oats and cream of rice, and then I top her off with some peanut butter. And then as you see in my 2023 video, I used to also eat an English muffin with Nutella. And as you will also see later on, I had a Nutella fixation. I don't eat Nutella anymore. The ingredients are not my favorite, and it's, again, just full of sugar. So here's this. And last but not least, we have our frozen blueberries. I've always been a blueberry girly. Back then, I used to mostly just eat fresh blueberries. Now, I love me some frozen blues. Okay, here she is in all of her glory. My oats, cream of rice bowl, frozen blues, peanut butter, and then here is what I used to eat as my pre-workout. Okay, now getting into the pre-workout concoction. As you can see, we have the same shaker cup. I used to use PE Science back then, but now we use Evagen in this house, baby. I have the Amino Chem. Both of these are in the blackberry lemonade flavor. Again, code GBLAT to save you 10% off at checkout. Boom. So we have the Amino Chem, and then this one is the EVP 3D, which is their stim-free pump. And look at that, we are using the same salt shaker, baby. Keep it all consistent. And last but not least, I have my creatine in here. I do use the same PE Science creatine because I have a subscription that I've had ever since that video and probably before then too. So the pre-workout, I don't add Gatorade powder like I used to. The pre-workout drink, I used to drink caffeinated pre-workout back then, but now I will just go make my coffee and then drink that for some caffeine and this one. Alrighty friends, we are back from the gym. I had a sick ass leg day. So now we are on to my post-workout meal, which is also technically, I like to call my breakfast. I'm gonna pull it up on my iPad because I'm obviously filming on you. Okay, 2 years ago, we had our mushrooms, veggies, and I said in the video, I had the egg ick, but I currently do not have the egg ick anymore. But similarly, I have all my greens, my mushrooms, and tomatoes. We're gonna go throw that in the pan and make our eggs. But like you see in the video, I was eating ground turkey with my veg. Also in the video, I had a breakfast burrito. I was eating. And then a rice cake with Nutella. Again, the Nutella, she's very apparent in a lot of these meals. So let's go cook up our eggs, and then I will compare the macros here in a second. $50 on the motherfucking dot. I'm too good, baby. Done. I love all the crunchies that get left in the pan. If you know, you know. I like to add my tomatoes in after because I don't like cooking them on the pan because they get stuck too much. We are adding our 505 green chili, baby, from Costco. So if you saw in that video, I never tracked my veggies because my coach at the time didn't have me do that. But my coach now has me track them, so that's why I weigh out my mushrooms, tomatoes, the spinach, and my chili. Valentina, she is my breakfast hot sauce. I don't know if I'm the only one who does this. I have hot sauces for different things. She's also like empty, but don't worry, I bought a big one from Fry's. Okay, I don't know if you picked up on it yet, but I am very much a savory and a sweet treat type of gal when it comes to each of my meals. So back then, I used to have my Nutella rice cake combination for dessert. But now, let me show you what we're doing for our sweet portion. So I have my sweet potato rolls that I have shown on my Instagram how to make. These ones turned out like they look weird. The sweet potatoes came out really chunky when I mashed them up. If you see my video on how I made it, it's more smooth. Whatever, it's the same thing, still tastes good. So these are kind of like my English muffin dupe, okay? So obviously you saw earlier, I had my English muffin for my pre-workout meal. Now, in this day and age, 2025 me, I avoid buying like processed food, so like breads and stuff like that. And I've found my own little ways of making dupes of them at home with like 2 ingredients. Like you've seen my Greek yogurt biscuits, now I make sweet potato biscuits. And yeah, so less processed stuff, more at home using whole foods. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in the microwave to warm her up, and then I'll show you what we're topping her with. And we have one more portion for our sweet treats. Guess what we're pulling out? A motherfucking buffin, baby. I let myself have 2 buffin days a week. Today we are going with half buff cough. All right, our tried and true. Buff cough is my #1 favorite flavor from Buffin Muffins, Hummus Fit, code GBLACK to save you 10% off. I love them. But yeah, she's my #1. And again, like I said, I let myself have 2 buffin days a week. I don't eat these every day. It's just kind of a little special treat. The macros are good, but again, I try to limit the amount of like processed food I eat throughout the week. But today's a buffin day, so we get extra good sweet treat. She is gorgeous. Boom, I'm gonna heat her up and then we will finish preparing our sweet potato roll. Okay, here is our warmed up sweet potato roll English muffin dupe. And we are having a little fun today. This one also is not my normal, but we just like to switch things up every once in a while. I'm gonna add this ube peanut butter bliss spread. I bought this in Hawaii when I went in May. So I thought we can add her to our sweet potato roll. Yams on yams, baby. I haven't had this in like months, to be honest. But we're gonna do 12 grams. Delicious, beautiful. Look at that. She smells so good. Let's give her a little taste test. Perfect. Okay, here is the final spread of our brekkie post-workout meal. We have our savory eggs with veggies, and then our beautiful sweet treats. We have our buff cough buffin, koji bot baby, my sweet potato rolls topped with ube peanut butter bliss. Delicious. I'll put the macros or the calories, whatever, up on the screen along with what it was 2 years ago. I'm gonna eat now. I'm so hungry. Hi friends, we are back with meal 3. So I'm going to kind of compare it to the last meal that I have in my video from 2 years ago. So I did chicken, rice, tomatoes, and some coleslaw. Similarly, today we have a bowl of greens with chicken, sauerkraut, and some Caesar dressing. And instead of rice, my carb source today is a tortilla, a homemade tortilla. So if you saw my last What I Eat in a Day video, I've been making my own tortillas. I made these bad boys last night. So originally I've made them smaller, but now that my carbs are up, I've been making some big boys here. I made these last night. And again, I like to minimize the amount of processed food that I'm eating now. So learning how to make some tortillas, easy, literally three ingredients. It's just flour, a little bit of butter and water. That's all, and it comes perfectly. Look at that. So I wanted to do a little Caesar wrap. I do separate it because I'm weird about shoving everything all together. I want to portion out exactly how much I want in my little burrito, but that's kind of the idea here. And then also in my video, I'm rewatching it on my iPad. I finished off with some sweet potato and peanut butter. That was like always my fun little dessert. And today, similarly, I didn't have this planned at all, I swear. It just happens to be, I'm very much a creature of habit, as you know. But we have our strawberries with, I did PB Fit this time because I just didn't have enough fats to do actual peanut butter, but same but different. I'm gonna eat this up and then I'll catch you back for meal number 4. Okay, here she is in all of her glory. I had to get the good pictures before I mixed her all up. That's why I do this, but yum, cheers. Alrighty friends, welcome back for meal number 4. So going back in this video, this was my post-workout meal at the time. We did ground turkey, rice, cucumbers, and pineapple. Similarly, I have a meal that also has the same type of vibe. So today we are going to do rice, ground turkey, banana, and almond butter, which is my tried and true, baby. Hopefully I have enough rice. I forgot I needed to cook some today. We are doing 110 grams of rice. Boom. 111. Angel numbers, can't mess that one up. We are doing 3 ounces of ground turkey. Let's pop her in the microwave and then we'll add the rest. Steaming fresh out of the microwave. Okay, let's add our banana. 127. And you know what I tracked her as? 125. I know I said this before, but I can look at a banana and know how much it's gonna weigh. Like, that's just from years of tracking food, I guess. Next, some almond butter. We are going to add 12 grams. Boom. 12 gramaroos. You already know, folks, we are topping her off with some motherfucking cinnamon. Here she is, our meal number 4, similar to what I had 2 years ago. While we're on the topic, so I've been tracking my food, I think since 2021. When I first started tracking food, it's because I wanted to gain muscle. I was never one of those girlies who wanted to be a skinny mini. So I remember when I first started, I think, 2021, I was around like 115 pounds. I wanted to bulk, so I started tracking all my food, eating more and everything. So it's really fun using MyFitnessPal because I can go back and see what I was eating within all these years. So from 2021 to 2025, I've done it before and it's really fun. You'll obviously see I was able to find the exact date with all the macros and everything that I was eating from 2023 in that video to now. So it's just fun. It's fun to look back and see what I was eating then, because like I've talked about many times before, my mindset around food and the things that I'm putting in my body has changed a lot. I used to really eat a bunch of processed stuff. As you see already from what I had 2 years ago, I ate Nutella so much and put chocolate chips in my bowls, and what else was there? Like the bread and tortillas and all of that. But now I'm really trying to focus on more whole foods, making things that are made out of like whole food ingredients. Of course, there's balance. I have my buffins, like I've said, but yeah, kind of my priority now is just more whole foods. I heard this quote and it said, try to eat more whole ingredients rather than foods that have ingredients. So whole foods, we have our rice, ground turkey, almond butter, and banana and cinnamon. Those are all like one ingredient things, right? As opposed to when I was eating the Nutella, which has a bunch of shit. The rice cakes are kind of iffy. I only try to eat, when I do eat rice cakes, I will eat like plain rice cakes, not the other ones, because that has like sugar and other chemicals to make the flavored ones. But also like the chocolate chips and the tortillas, blah, 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 blah. I'm repeating myself. That's kind of my thoughts. I'm gonna enjoy this and then I will meet you back for our last meal of the day. Alrighty friends, we have made it to the last meal of the day. So the only meal that I didn't show yet from that video from 2 years ago was my oat bowl, in which I just did oats, chocolate chips, peanut butter, and sugar-free syrup. So this one's kind of similar. This is my last meal. So I do have my savory portion, which you just saw, which is the green beans, tilapia, sauerkraut, avocado, and then I topped her with the Flavor Gang Sriracha Maple, which is my new addiction. So that's the savory portion. We do have a sweet portion, of course. So this one also includes oats, and I have been making like granola out of my oats to eat with some Greek yogurt, and I just love it. It's just fun finding new ways to eat the same food, basically. Like I can make this into a bowl of oatmeal, but why not just make some granola? We're gonna add 10 grams of honey. Really so simple. And of course, some cinnamon. Okay, I'm gonna start the air fryer. We are baking it at 350 for literally like 2 to 5 minutes. Okay, back to the granola. All you do, just mix it all together. I used to make a big batch of granola like during my off season last year, and it's pretty similar. It was just oats, honey, cinnamon, and then I would add some egg whites. The egg whites just help it clump a little bit. But same thing, you literally just throw it in the air fryer. Who would have thought? It's literally so simple to make your own granola. All you need to do is grab your air fryer pan, grab a piece of parchment paper, and put her on there. We're literally just gonna pop her in the air fryer for a few minutes, and then I'll get the Greek yogurt ready. Okay, we're just doing 55 grams of Greek yogurt. If you've seen any of my what I eat in a day videos, posts, whatever, I use the chocolate greens from Revive, just a little bit, because it's chocolate flavored. And I put it with the Greek yogurt and mix it all up. Okay, Greek yogurt bowl is ready with our chocolate fiber. And then here is our granola that we just popped out of the air fryer. I'm just gonna drop her in there. Look at that. Yum, crispy goodness. Boom. Here is our savory tilapia bowl. Alrighty, and there you have it, folks. What I ate back then versus what I'm eating now. Okay, here we are with my little iPad. I wrote it down, but I'll also show the screenshots and everything. So, what I ate in a day in September of 2023, my macros then were 125 protein, 300 carb, and 60 fat. And that took us at 2,240 calories. And similarly today, which is kind of really crazy, my macros are 130 protein, 325 carb, and 55 fat, which takes us to about 2,280 calories. So literally the most like insignificant difference. And it's just so crazy that like 2 years ago then and 2 years now, we are like eating about the same because we are in our growing phase. And I'm pretty sure if I were to look back at what I was eating last year in 2024, it's gonna be around the same amount. Somehow it just worked out that way. My body likes to respond well to a bunch of carbs and a bunch of food because I think this is pretty high. It will get higher, which is fun. But for now, I am enjoying all my meals. I'm so grateful to be able to eat all these things and make all my fun creations. It's just such a blessing. That wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed. Hope this was kind of fun for you. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much. Thank you for everyone's love and support watching my videos. It truly means the fucking world to me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Love you. Bye.
Sitting in my Bentley, thinking about these hoes. All I do is kill them. I kill them like Nicole. I kill them like Nicole. I kill them like Nicole. What's between heaven and hell?